There's one thing and one thing only that African people care about, including me myself. I come to your country. I don't care where it is. I am here to make money. That's just the sad reality. But it is the reality. Me as myself, when I went to Nairobi, when I lived in Kenya, I went to take. When I went to South Africa, I went to take. When I went to Dubai, I went to take. I did not go to build the countries. Because in my country where I come from, I am poor. And I left my country because there is nothing for me to do. I didn't see any ways of getting rich in my country, so I decided to come to other countries to do something for myself. So unfortunately, I can't tell my African American brothers and sisters that when African people come to America, expect them to build with you. No, we're here to take. We are here to take. The American government, like right now, it's welcoming immigrants like nobody's business. Every African person who is in a dire situation or who sees there's an opportunity for me to get a green card, they would do whatever it takes to come to America, knowing very well that the government right now is prioritizing foreigners instead of its own people, which is not my fault. My own business is to come there and grab whatever I can. And if your government is supporting me to take as much as I can, who am I to refuse? Who doesn't want to live in America? So don't be surprised when you see these African men or African women get with older men or older women just to get the green card. That is what we do because we are in a dire situation in our countries. So we are running away to come to your country so we can have a better life because, I mean, who does not know about the American dream? And then if we come and then Joe Biden pampers us, and forgets that he has Democrats to take care of, it's none of our business. That's the reality. That's the reality. When we come there, don't expect us to build America for who? You have a lot we are here to take. That's the truth. And I know I might sound arrogant, but I'm not a person who sugarcoats the truth. So when we come to your countries, just know we are not here to have mercy on you. We are here to take.
I am a Black woman with 2 Black parents who grew up in an extremely affluent area called Alpharetta, Georgia. And I was surrounded by white people. My neighbors were white people, my teachers, my classmates, my friends, the people I loved most in this world and felt the most safe around. And in a lot of spaces, I was the only Black girl, right? And these people aren't racist. These people don't see color. They don't care. They love me. They love rap music. And then I grew up. And then I started voting. And then Donald Trump ran for president. Politics became a little bit something more. It became what matters to you? What is more important to you? People or your pockets? And the funniest thing about all of this is that the people that I grew up around and lived next door to and went to school with, these are people who were redoing their homes during the Biden administration, okay? These are people who were buying new Mercedes and Range Rovers during the Biden administration. And then when it came time to vote, they're like, man, I gotta vote for Donald Trump to save my family. What? You're greedy. You're greedy. And that makes me scared of you. And growing up being the kind of Black girl who's digestible for white people, you hear the way they talk, especially when they drink. I had one of my friends tell one of my neighbors that she was going to Arizona State for college, and that man looked her dead in her face and said, there's gonna be a lot of Mexicans there. What? I've also grown up around a lot of people of color who've made it. They put their bootstraps on and they worked for what they have. And so now they're better than their people. They separate themselves from those stupid human rights issues. When they go to the booth and they vote, all they care about is their proximity to wealth and their proximity to whiteness. I don't want to be a political person. I actually quite hate politics, okay? I want to escape and listen to music and not give a, but I'm not that kind of person. I'm a Christian. I love people. I want people to succeed. I want people to do well and be healthy and happy. I think people deserve bodily autonomy, and there's just human right issues that are so important to me that I can't separate myself from, even if I wanted to. And to look at the people that I grew up around and see that they're able to separate themselves from those things, and then hit up the Mexican spot for Taco Tuesday and let Mexican people serve you. I'm making this video because I have a community of 700,000 people who watch me on TikTok, and I want to make my stance very, very clear. I don't separate politics from person, not anymore. Donald Trump ruined that. I will look at you different if you think Beyonce is overrated. You don't think I'll fall out with you over politics? You got another thing coming.
Like, what y'all want me to do about this? See what I'm saying? We are now at Lies Caribbean's Tale Part 8. And there's more lies in the comment section, but there's just so many lies, especially coming from Haitians, that I ain't get to all the lies yet. But it's like, what y'all want me to do? I hope y'all realize that y'all worse than white supremacy. Like, I understand white supremacy. I get it. I get that you have to lie in order to keep yourself in power. But Haiti ain't got no power. So what you lying for? Like, everywhere y'all go, y'all keep taking credit for things that you guys had no contributions to. I already debunked the Florida Seminoles. You guys did not help out during the Florida Seminoles like that. I already debunked George Bioso. He was exiled out of Haiti and he didn't bring no fleet. It was just him, and he was a part of the Spanish army. Now you talking about Black Wall Street was funded by some of y'all. Come on, fam. And I hope y'all understand how disrespectful you're being by trying to insert yourself in all our contributions. And then when we go look up what you're saying, there's no proof of nothing, no evidence of anything, no receipts. Where is the receipt for that? And when I do ask y'all for some receipts, you tell me some crazy shit talking about it's in the mountains of Haiti. Like, nigga, man, somebody go dig up Napoleon. I got a couple questions I need to ask that boy.
You know what I want to chat about? Anti-blackness in the Latino community. And I'm going to tell you why. So I used to be I was a part of a DEI committee, when I came back to LA. And, being a part of the DEI committee, I remember there was this school and, they were like, oh my gosh, we're so pro-black. We're so pro-black. But then when you really got into, like the system and you really saw how things work, you could really feel and sense the level of tension and the level of just really anti-blackness with Latinos. I have experienced more discrimination, more prejudice, attitudes, and more racism from Latinos than I have white people. And I don't understand why people don't want to talk about that. I don't understand why they hide behind it. I deal with this so much, especially in the workplace. And people are so silent about it. So I kind of want to bring it to light. These are some things that I've talked about for some years, kind of in those spaces, but I want to talk about it on social media because maybe I can find other people who have similar experiences. Let's talk about anti-blackness within the Latino community. And a lot of times I work in places where I am the only Black person there, or I may be the only Black person that speaks up, that acknowledges certain things are happening. And so everybody wants to think that all people of color or BIPOC or whatever, they think that we're all, united and together when it's really not like that. Like, there's so much anti-Blackness amongst Latinos. It is not what people think. It is not what people say. So let's talk about it. Have you ever experienced anti-Blackness or discriminatory practices in a predominantly Latino setting? Let me know in the comments.
Y'all, I'm so happy. Black Americans, I am so happy. One thing I could say that came out of this here Essence Festival, she thought that she was going to be bridging the gap when really she just woke more Black Americans up to the fact that them motherfuckers is trying to colonize us. I have seen so many videos of BAs using the right language, using the right word. It is colonization, okay? And because history is my thing, y'all, I know the pattern of colonization. I know exactly how colonization works. And what Africans are doing is colonizing. They're trying to colonize Black Americans. And I know people from African countries are going to come and they're going to say, no, that's not what we're doing. Yes, that is what y'all are doing. Okay. It's just like when the snow folk encounter indigenous people of any place that they've ever gone that are different to them. And they say, what's wrong with you? You're not living right. You're not living right. You're not doing right. You're not talking right. Right. So what you need to be is more like me. That's why everybody aspires to whiteness. That's why everybody has to assimilate into whiteness. A lot of people from African countries want us to assimilate into them. Okay. And they think that if it's not like them, and because we are Black, right? If it's not like them, they're just, they think that we're like savages, we're undeveloped, we're uncivilized, like all of that different shit, when really we're just who we are. And then the fact of, if you listen, like you let them talk long enough, and we've all had many, many, many conversations with them, They find it absolutely preposterous and mind-boggling that Black Americans like being Black American, and that Black Americans are happy just the way that we are. This is why they oftentimes try to convince us that we couldn't possibly be happy. But what about your roots? But what about where you come from? Or you don't know where you come from? Or you don't have a language? You don't have any African language? Don't you feel empty inside? Like, no, bitch. I feel just fine. Like, I don't feel lost. I don't feel disconnected. I don't feel nothing. The fuck? Like, Black Americans have community. I've always felt like I belong. Even times when I didn't feel like I belong, I still felt like I belong. Right? It has its ups, its downs, its good, its bads. Every community has that. Sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't. Every community has that. Okay? Some families are absolutely perfect. Some aren't. Every community has that. But not every community has Black American culture. Not every community has the Black American experience. And this is why I say, and so many of us say, I would choose to be Black American in every lifetime. Because we the shit. We are the shit. And yes, it's frustrating. It's aggravating because we got to gatekeep. People always trying to take our shit. All of the different stuff that comes with it. Not to mention the racism. I rate that. Okay. But outside of that, man, I'm a part of the fucking dopest human beings on earth. Okay. And that is like priceless. That's priceless. But they can't fathom the fact that we're proud of our history, because they don't think that we should be proud of our history. You know, they whole thing of dissing us about being descendants of slaves. They don't think we should be proud of that. That we're proud of our ancestors. We're proud of the things that they did. We're proud of the things that they went through. And we're proud of their strength that brought us here today. They can't fathom that. They can't fathom that we like the way that we talk and we don't feel bad about not speaking 11 different languages, because there's 11 different languages spoken in one African country, or any of the other shit that we have going on. Any of the other shit, right? And that even though we had all kinds of systemic shit going on or whatever, like, we're still here and we have so many things to be proud of. To be proud of. And so I love the fact that the Essence Festival just really brought that out. And I just love the fact that all of the different events that are going on is really making Black Americans, you know, straighten out some narratives and assert ourselves and stand up for ourselves and say, hey, bitch, this ain't motherfucking Thanksgiving, ho. You not finna fucking colonize us. Take that shit back across the ocean. Because we will end up dragging y'all ass from sea to shining sea before we will ever let you colonize Black Americans. Have a good day, y'all.
You know what's interesting is that I had somebody recently come directly to the channel and try to tell me that, hey, there's nobody that is against Black Americans and we need to come together and all this other type of stuff is just pretty much in your mind, right? And I told this person specifically underneath that comment on the channel that, paraphrasing, that you're lying and that there's enough information out here to prove that there are people against Black Americans. This is why I put together a lot of these videos. This is why I make sure to consistently, even if it's beating a dead horse, this is why I make sure to consistently stay directly on this topic, because you're going to have a lot of people that are going to come up and they will try to frame it as if Black Americans are just trying to play victim, as if they're trying to portray themselves as a victim, and so on and so on and so on, as if, you know, oh, you're saying that the world is against you, but it's really not the world, it's just you, and there's other people that are trying to make you think this, and really we just all need to come together and yada yada yada. No, we don't. In a perfect world, yes, that would be that would be a very grand idea. It would almost be like Wakanda, where the Africans would be sharing their information and knowledge with Black Americans, and Black Americans would be sharing their information and knowledge directly with them. It would be a grand total, you know, symbiotic relationship in a perfect world. But we don't live in that world. We live in a world where people are selfish, where people want to do the best for them, where people want to do the best for their own people. The only people that I know specifically out here that want to benefit and help other people, even at the behest of themselves, would be Black Americans. No matter what it is that takes place, no matter what it is that goes on, no matter how it is that people deem, treat, or negatively affect us, we will still turn the other cheek. We will push it directly to the side for the best interest of that person or those people. And we've done that for oh so long that we've started to lose tremendously. We started to go in a negative, on a deep decline. And it's not, leveling out. It's not adding up. The math is not mathing. For everything that we do and everything that we sacrifice, we receive very little to nothing in return for everything that we do. And when we ask for a little bit of something, just a little bit of a thank you or acknowledgement, we're told to be quiet. We're told to shut up. We're told never mind. Or in other instances, as the other Black gentleman in the video, we're told that, hey, well, Black Wall Street, you guys didn't actually fund that. That wasn't because of you. That was because of another group. No matter how it is that we come up and we try to be proud and showcase a lot of our heritage, our history, what little of it that we have left, somebody from somewhere will come up out of the blue and say, oh no, that's not actually you, that's us. Oh, that hip hop, oh no, that's not you, that's actually us. Oh, that poetry, that rap and that blues, oh no, that's not you, that's actually us. Oh, the way that you dance and talk and the way that you dress, oh, that's not you, that comes directly from Africa. Somehow, some way, everybody is coming through to take piece by piece by piece by piece in order to leave Black Americans bare with nothing while everybody else has everything. Then just for those people to come back that took everything to say that, oh, you guys got to figure out where it is that you come from. You got to figure out your heritage. You can't be ashamed. You have to claim something because you have nothing at all. It's crazy. It is crazy. And yes, Black Americans are being colonized. That is exactly what is happening. The moment in time where you have invaders come through to your turf and they decide that they want to start growing their own foods and vegetables and replace yours. The moment in time that they want to start cooking their cuisines. The moment in time that they want to start replacing your language with theirs. The moment in time that they want to start replacing their traditions, their garbs, right? The way that they're taught. They want to put their whole energy in it and replace yours. That's an invasion. That's exactly what that is. And as I stated before, a lot of Black Americans are realizing, are waking up to what it is that is specifically taking place. And I'm going to say this, and I know that some people are going to disagree or be turned off directly by that. But the greatest thing that has taken place is that you have the Republican Party, Trump, directly in office. And the reason why I say that is because if it was Democratic leadership, none of this would be to the front so that Black Americans can realize what it is that is taking place, right? Because on one end, when you have the Democrats in office, they give you a type of sleep medicine, right? They give you something to lull you, to keep you, in and out of sleep so that you don't really know what's really going on. So you're not really paying attention, right? It's the get along to get along. It's the kumbaya type of effect, right? When it's the Republican Party, it's more so you're going to get this bit of poison, but while you're getting this poison, since you're not going to be here long enough, we're going to tell you exactly what the plan is, how the plan is devised, and everything else. That's pretty much what it is. Both parties are not beneficial. Both parties are not there to legitimately actually help you at all. Both parties are there to siphon and to take money directly from you. Both parties are there to confuse you, to lull you, to divide you, to keep all of this going because it's one big distraction, right? Because if nobody was focused on religion, guess what you would be focused on? nobody was focused on politics, guess what you would be focused on? Everybody would be focused on the money, and people would follow the money, and people would actually see, where that actually leads and how deep that rabbit hole actually goes and how disgusting it actually is to follow those footsteps to every single facet, every single thing that they just so happen to touch and sacrifice. But yet, here we are. Everybody's focused on religion, everybody's focused on land, everybody's focused on politics, and nobody's actually focused on the real thing. That also includes Black Americans. But we can't get to that point up until we get past a lot of these other hurdles and stones and mountains that are directly in the way. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.